A very warm welcome to my channel, guys. My name is Zell, and if you're seeing this face for the first time, you're welcome. But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always being here. So before we proceed, I'd like to request you guys to subscribe to my channel. So if you've not subscribed and you're watching, what are you doing? You're being selfish, and hit the subscribe button. Also, consider liking if you find this video helpful. That way YouTube recommends it to more other people, you understand, and so that will really mean so much to me. So the issue that I wanted to discuss now is a question that I have had from so many people, on TikTok, on YouTube as well, and I've been ignoring, but I've decided enough is enough, and let's talk about some of the shipping agencies that are available in Kenya. So when I see this question, sometimes I'm like, oh, how is it that people don't know shipping agencies in Kenya? And it's so bad, it's so wrong, because I assume, just because I've used a couple, I assume that everybody else should know about them, and that is what I want to discuss today. So if you want, or you are starting to ship in goods for the very first time, and you do not know where to start, then you should consider watching this video until the end. I mean, that way you are able to be more informed and well informed about some of the shipping agencies that are in Kenya, their rates, and yeah, so stay tuned. So let's get into it. The first shipping agency that I wanted to look at is Salia Kago. Salia Kago. Please note. So what I will do, I will leave their number on their screen so that if you want to engage them, you can. So this makes it easy for you guys to even contact them if you need to contact them immediately. So I will leave their number on the screen, so kindly watch out for that. This Salia Kago, their minimum, their charges per kg is $12.5 per kg. So yeah, so $12.5 per kg. Also note that there are shipping agencies that have a minimum number of kgs that you can import. So utapata kuna watu wanakuambia, like, for this Salia Kago, the minimum that you can bring in by air is 5 kgs. So hata ukileta kitu ya 1 kg na watumie hao kuship your goods from China, even if it's 1 kg, you will still pay 5 kgs because that's the minimum. All right, so with them, you'll rather bring in goods that are equivalent to 5 kgs so that you can pay the 5 kgs. So because even if you bring 3 kgs or 2 kgs or 1 kg, you're still going to pay the amount for 5 kgs. You understand? All right, so the next shipping agency we are going to look at is Salia World Kago. Please note, the first one was Salia, and this one is Salia World Kago. Are they different? Yes, they are. So first of all, this is how they're different. So for Salia World Kago, their minimum is $13 per kg. Also, look out for their number, because I'm going to leave it somewhere here on the screen or here so that you can engage them more. So usually, so there's a timeline, and these timelines are dependent on the shipping agencies that you are going to use. So let me talk about Salia World Kago. I've actually used both of these. And so for Salia World Kago, if you're shipping via sea, it takes 30 days, right? It takes 30 days to arrive in Kenya. But if you're using air, then it takes a minimum of 10 days. All right. And these timelines are dependent on the shipping agency that you're going to use. But in this particular case, we are looking at Salia World Kago, and so that is their timeline. And one thing I'll tell you about Salia World Kago, because I've told you I've dealt with both. One thing I can tell you about Salia World Kago, their customer service is very good. First of all, their turnaround time, their response time, let me just call it that way, they respond very fast. I've also noticed that Salia has also improved in terms of, their response. Initially, that is not how it was. I am giving an honest review, no hate, no bile, just giving you an honest review. So for Salia World Kago, it has always been very fast. You answer a question and the next minute you have an answer. And I guess that is what entails good customer service, right? So the cost per CBM, CBM is cubic meter. So per CBM, their cost is really high. It's 70,000 per CBM. We'll talk about the other companies and you'll see that there's a huge difference. So for Salia World Kago, per CBM, it's 70,000 Kenyan shillings. All right. So that is Salia World Kago. So the other shipping company, Zico, there is also Sahan Kago. But now with Sahan Kago is not even operational right now, so let's not look into that. However, if you are looking at you are browsing and then you came across it, please note that it's not in operation right now. And even if you contacted them, they will make it clear that they are not in operation as we speak. All right, so let's move forward to the other one. The other one is Aquant. I don't know how you say that. I will leave the pronoun the spelling somewhere right here. So I don't know how you spell that, but there is that Aquant, and Aquant charges $13 per kg. All right, they charge $13 per kg. Also note, it's important to note, and I'm sorry, I have a flu. So it's important to know that there is an additional 3%. 3%. They call it insurance fee. All right. I'm sorry. So there is an additional after that 13 kg. After your goods, after zimekuja, so there is an additional 3% of the total value of items. So kama ni 5%, an additional 3%. I mean, kama ni 5 kg, sorry. So there's an additional 3% ya hizo vitu zenye uko nazo. Kama ni 10 kg, kitakuramba properly. Right. So their time, so C, and that's why I said it depends. It's dependent on the shipping agency that you're using. So for them, C takes around 35 to 40 days. 35 to 40 days. Air, it's around 10 days as well. Let's look at their charges. Their charges are for C, it's 57,500 per CBM. Remember, we looked at Salia World Kago and theirs was 70,000. It's a very big difference, right? I don't know why there's a huge difference. I don't understand. However, that's it. So now note, so packages that are less than a cubic meter, they usually charge $4 per kg. So if you've shipped by a sea and your package is less than a cubic meter, so per kg of whatever you have, if it's 20 kgs, so they will charge $4. That's around 600 shillings. So it's around 600 shillings per kg. So if you have 20 kgs, or if you have 100 kgs, so maybe multiply by that 600, then you get the amount. All right, so the other one is Salama Kago. I have used Salama Kago, but I used Salama Kago a very long time ago. I think it was in 2020. I think it was in 2022 or 2021. That's a long time. So by then their charges were 1200 per kgs. So I have consulted them right now, but they have not replied. They have not responded yet. But I think it's around $12 or $13 per kg. All right, I will leave their number so that you guys can consult more if you want more information. All right, so the other one is Rolling Kago. Rolling Kago is my sweetheart. I have used Rolling Kago for a very long time. Rolling Kago, they are good. They're really, really good. So yeah, so Rolling Kago charges, I'm looking down because I've taken notes. So Rolling Kago charges, this is the time that I was shipping with them. First of all, you have to note that these rates, the ones that I've given you are confirmed that they are the current rates. You see, the government increased these rates, the shipping. So there's actually a message that we were being sent. Kama you're a customer, there's a message that was sent out to every customer that their rates will slightly go up due to the following the government directive to increase fees, shipping and all that, right? So for Rolling Kago, I'm not sure. I'm working with the current rates that I was using that time, and it's been a minute since I imported my own stuff. I usually use Skyway for my import business. I use Skyway. So Rolling Kago is, that time was $13 per kg. All right. Anything that is 1 kg and below, they will charge $15. All right, anything that is less than a kg, they charge $15, and the minimum shipping weight is 3 kgs. That is the minimum that you can bring in. And then duration for air takes 7 to 14 days, and then sea takes 30 to 35 days. Also in terms of charges, sea is 60,000 per CBM. Remember, we have looked at all of these, rolling up Salia World Kago. So now you can compare and see where exactly you want to look into, right? So the next one and the last one, these are the famous ones. At least these are, the ones that I've worked with. I've also worked with Salama, but Salama was a bit expensive and it's really hard to access them right now. You can find them on Facebook, by the way, yes. But if you Kwasimu WhatsApp, I've really been trying to follow them and ask them about their current rates, because I shipped with them. Sorry, what is that? Why between my interview are you passing? Did you see that? But you can also consider Salama, and maybe you can also do your due diligence and see if you can. Last but not least, we have Skyway forwarders. Skyway by air is $12.5 and the minimum that you can order is 1 kg, right? So that's good. Unlike these other ones that you are required to sort of have a minimum of 5 kgs. Sometimes you just only need to ship a very tiny thing that will not itaji 5 kgs. So when you have those restrictions, then it's really hard for you to sort of import, right? But I hope I've given you options, guys. So if this is your first time, you are starting, and you are wondering exactly where to start, let me tell you guys, no one explained to me some of these things. Imagine no one. Personally, whatever I have ever done, I do it, the way you just say, I'm gonna do it blindly until I learn. And that's exactly what I did. Personally, for me, I had tried to consult someone. I had tried to reach out to someone, and they refused to tell me. Can you imagine? Can you believe someone refusing to give you information about how you can? That just didn't even sit right with me. Because how? First of all, in this era where information is everywhere, why would you just not give out information? Unless, so now you know where to start. If you are stuck, at least now you know where to start. All right, guys, I will end it here. I want to wish you a good week, a good month. We've just started the month. I don't know what your plans are. Listen, my God, unajua sasa tumefika katikati ya mwaka. Have you been able to actualize your dreams? See, the ones that you made, the goals that you made on the beginning of the year. Have you been able to actualize that? Do you want to engage me in the comment section, please? Yes. All right. Please remember to subscribe if you've not. I really love doing sit down videos. I enjoy it. In case you didn't notice, I enjoy doing this. Please let me know anything else you'll want me to cover, and I will gladly do it. My name is Elle, and until next time, have a lovely day or night. Bye.